Hi, my name is Caleb Breeze, and this is my pet peeve presentation on American movies, the declining art. Have you ever started a movie and thought, didn't I already see this last year? Another superhero, another remake, another sequel. It's like Hollywood is stuck on repeat. It's getting harder and harder to find movies that surprise you, challenge you, or even make you feel something real. Instead, we get more explosions, more recycled plots, more familiar faces playing the exact same roles over and over again. Movies used to be events. They used to inspire us, challenge us, or leave us thinking longer after the credits rolled. Now it seems like most of them are just trying to sell tickets or rack up streaming views. They do not tell stories that actually matter. Now today, I want to convince you that American movies are in a serious decline. It's not just about personal taste, it's about what's happening to the art of storytelling itself. The magic of movies is fading, and it's just time to ask, why? American movies are no longer about creativity or meaningful as they once were. This is happening because too many sequels and reboots sequels are being made, not enough original stories, and too much focus on profit instead of passion. If we want better movies, we need to demand better movies. Let's start with the biggest problem: franchises. We all know them, we all love them. Marvel, Fast and Furious, Jurassic World, Star Wars reboots, and even more Spider-Man movies. They just keep coming, and while some are fun, they all start to feel the same. Why is that? Because they are designed to be safe, familiar, profitable, but not original. Now let's think back to older films like Boys in the Hood, Pulp Fiction, and even Scarface. They weren't part of a cinematic universe. They were fresh, risky, and unforgettable. Boys in the Hood show was really like growing up in South Central LA during the 90s. It was not afraid to be honest and emotional. Now, Pulp Fiction broke all the rules of storytelling, using out-of-order scenes and dark comedy that no one's ever done before. Now, Scarface gave us a raw look at power, crime, and the downfall. These films stuck with people. They became cultural icons, not because of their fancy effects or marketing, but because of their bold storytelling. Now, franchises aren't necessarily bad, but when everything becomes a sequel, where's the room for something new? Now let's talk about special effects. Don't get me wrong, I love me some CGI. It's awesome. Huge battles, space explosion, and cool creatures. It's fun to watch. But when movies only rely on visuals, they forget about the story, characters, and the results are just empty. Now take Transformers for an example. The robots look amazing. The fights are loud and shiny, but what's the point of it all? Do you walk away from it feeling inspired, changed? Probably not. Now compare that to a movie like The Pursuit of Happiness. No crazy effects, no action scenes, just a father trying to take care of his son. It's simple, but the movie is so powerful. It's because it's real. Hollywood needs to remember that a great film does not have to look great. It's how it makes you feel. The biggest reason for decline is money, plain and simple. Studios no longer ask, is this story worth telling? They ask, will this movie sell tickets? Will it get streams? Will it become a brand? Original ideas are risky, and Hollywood does not like to take risks. This is why we keep getting reboots and remakes. They're a safer bet than trying something new. Legendary director Mark Swayze even said modern films feel like a theme park ride than cinema. That's a strong statement, but he's not wrong. When it comes to money, when money is the main goal, art suffers. Imagine if your favorite artist stopped making new paintings and only made copies of his old stuff. That is what happened with movies. Now, streaming has completely changed the game of how we watch movies. While it is convenient, it's also part of the problem. Back in the day, going to the movies was a special event. You see trailers, you smell the popcorn, and you sit in the theater in a big crowd. It was an experience. Now, instead of going to movies and buying snacks, you go to Walmart and buy cheaper snacks like these. And new movies just drop on Netflix and Hulu, and honestly, most people forget about the movie in a few days. Some people don't even finish the movie. You just skip to something else. That quick scroll culture is what makes it harder for the deeper meaning of films to stand out. With so much content being pushed out so fast, even good movies get buried and forgotten. Now you might be asking, but aren't modern movies still amazing? Absolutely. Not everything is bad. Like this movie Sinners. Sinners is a new film that proves that great cinema is not dead. Sinners is a powerful movie that reminds us of what movies is really about. Directed by Ryan Coogler, the guy that directed Black Panther and Creed. Sinners does something totally different. It's not a sequel, it's not a book, it's not a reboot, and it's not even a comic. It's based in the 1930s Mississippi, follows two twin brothers who run a juke joint. Strange things start to happen. There's horror, mystery, even supernatural stuff like vampires. But Sinners is not just about scares. It's about survival, music, race, and identity. Michael B. Jordan, who we all know, plays both of the brothers. The soundtrack is rich with blues and jazz, and the story is completely original. Critics and fans agree it is one of the boldest movies in years. This proves that when filmmakers take risks and tell personal stories, people respond. Originality isn't gone. It's just hiding beneath all the noise. Now we might be asking, what can we actually do about this? I want you to remember that we're the audience. That means we have the power. If we want better movies, we have to support better movies. Number one, watch films that take risks, not just the ones trending on social media. Number two, skip lazy sequels and reboots that have nothing new. Number three, talk about movies that matter. Share them, recommend them, and help them get seen. Number four, go see original movies in theaters when you can. Show Hollywood that taking risks actually work. And number five, if you want to create something new, be bold, whether if you're writing, acting, directing, or just telling your own story. Tell stories that haven't been told before. Tell your story. In conclusion, American movies used to lead the world in creativity, emotion, and originality. But today, so many of them feel like copies of copies, made for profit, not for the people. The good news is, it's not too late. Sinners proves that great movies still exist, that passion, vision can break through. But it's up to us, the audience, to support films that matter and stop setting up for the ones that don't. We can bring back the art of cinema. We just have to choose better stories and expect more and keep asking for something new and real. Thank you. All right, what we